Welcome to Pillow Talking,
Welcome.
the only podcast shot in bed. I am JT.
And I'm NeNe.
And yeah, man, first things first, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, Gigi, and I think the 5 other people who lost their lives on the helicopter. It's been
1 year.
1 year officially, and it still feels unreal. And my heart goes out to Vanessa, all of Kobe's former teammates, the daughters, all the people who lost their lives.
The families.
Yeah, everybody. Like, that, to me, still to this day, like, it's one of the most, like, weirdest things ever. Because, like, I didn't personally know Kobe, but the death hit me like somebody I knew. Like, like, it's one of those things where you'll never forget the day. Like, like, I will never forget. Like, it was a Sunday. It was in church. I will never forget. Like, I promise you. And we
literally came from church and watched the news. Like, turn on the news. Like, that's what we did. We got our food. We turned on the news and ate and watched the news. And
it was crazy.
sad.
And literally,
like,
everything after that happened, you know, just kind of set the tone for the year. You know, Kobe had transcended basketball. If you didn't know, like, he was one of the, to me, becoming a political figure, a father, you know, all this stuff, and to see it happen like that, you know, sucks. But, you know, we know all things work together for the good, and, you know, guys, we'll you know, find some way to get the glory. So but rest in peace, you know. But yeah, man. So jumping into the show, some things that I seen on social media that I just have to bring up, and I'm gonna ask you your opinion. Do you think it's okay for married men to, like, double tap, you know, whatever other women's posts and pictures? Do you feel it's okay for a married man, not a single man, not a boyfriend, on any social media,
like, to like somebody's picture?
Yeah, but I have to be specific because
it depends on the picture.
It was Erica Campbell, of course. We all know Erica Campbell, one of the best gospel singers ever. She made a post saying, "Hey, pastors and married men, stop liking these posts of girls, like, doing the busted challenge and in bikinis, even if the caption is motivational."
You already know how I feel about that.
So how do you really feel about that? And I was talking
about, like, the craziness of bikini posts. No, this is just for Christian or, like, saved people or people professing holiness. People like that with bikini pictures and then put something about God under it is, like, cringy.
That always is cringy to me.
Like, it's just
like for example, and this is my thing is this: I don't care about the bikini pictures. I'm just saying, don't try to throw God into your lust. Like,
cause men.
You stop hitting the microphone.
Men are gonna, like, people are gonna lust. Like,
even
if you're not trying to be lusty, people are gonna lust.
But my thing is, if you're gonna have bikini pictures, just leave it at that. Like, don't try to be like, don't post. Look, perfect example. Don't post a naked picture and then be like, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son." As your caption, like, we have all sinned or something like that, like, some wild, like. But like, that's my thing. It's like people.
He's
post
washed
stuff,
us in His blood,
and it's just like like, I see the caption, I can read.
Yeah, like, I'm not looking at that. I'm not thinking about God right now.
It's taking me from the caption. But to answer the question that you never answered,
is
it okay for married men?
Okay.
To
like inappropriate pictures.
I don't want to say inappropriate because it might be appropriate to them, but just to like pictures of women.
No, but I feel like if you're married, you know what's inappropriate to your wife or your husband. Like, we know what you should know.
So you're saying that it's inappropriate to like certain types of pictures.
Yeah, like, I don't care if you. Well, we're speaking about us. I don't care if you like pictures of people. Like, it's just,
if it's just a picture,
inappropriate
or
to
if they're like
the busted challenge. When it be like, now if it's a mom who did the fake busted challenge, like, she dropped down and started cleaning up or something,
right? Yeah, that's funny.
But like, those sexy posts, no, you should not be liking somebody else's sexy.
So you're saying,
post.
as a wife, as a mom,
that's weird.
You don't want to see your husband liking sexy pictures.
And let me tell you why. It might not even be because I'm, like, feeling some type of way about it, but it just, you never let your good be evil spoken of.
And that's my thing.
Other people could see you doing that and they could be like, he wanted them.
That's what I wanted the conversation to get to, because I know I trust you, you trust me. I don't want somebody else to be like, bro, look at man, JT always
liking
these,
this girl.
like,
These people.
He unhappy. You know, I just want that to be the narrative. I don't want them to say, oh, he's a he's a lurker or he's like a sexual predator. I don't even want that to be the narrative.
He might. Or they can even go as far as ooh, he be looking at other women. He probably cheating.
Right, and then the big point is the way that these algorithms and stuff work. If I like pictures like that, that's all I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
Like even if I don't want to see it, so if I start liking busted challenges, if I start liking
about to be all on your timeline,
if I start liking those sexy challenges, that's all I'm gonna see on my explore page. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna see down my timeline, and I don't think that's healthy for any married person. Yeah. But so like, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about for us. I can't speak for everybody else. We normally, I'm gonna say 99% of the time, we don't have a problem with liking other people's pictures and stuff. But you know what type of pictures you should.
Right. It like you know. Like,
yeah, like we know, like, and we know when a like can be excessive. Like, why are you liking every single picture?
Like, okay, now.
Why are you
like to where I feel like you just went on their page and like 5 of their pictures?
Yeah, like come on, man. Why are you doing that? Like, come on, like I don't know. I just think my thing is it's not. I agree with Eric Campbell. I think her point was even if you don't mean anything by it, it can be seen that way, and then that can be a stumbling block for somebody else.
Yeah,
like somebody could be like, man, I look up to y'all.
Pastor looking at liking
this my pastor, and he liking all these busted challenges.
Yeah, like that's weird. Like if my pastor was doing that, I'd be like, what the heck?
My thing is, I'm not saying they not gonna see it because it's almost unless you're not on social media.
Yeah, it's impossible.
You're gonna see it. But my point is to actually
you indulging
engage
it.
With it.
Yeah,
it's a whole nother story.
That's all right.
Because nobody forces you to double tap. You can scroll right by it.
You sure can.
But to take your time and boop, boop,
we know you watched boop, it.
And the craziest thing, and I always say this, is always Instagram is so petty because. Like it can be, let's just say, Instagram model, right? They can have 800 million likes, and it'll show
that you
pastor so and so plus 800 million like this post.
Social media is so messy.
Like Instagram is so petty, man. Like
so petty. I hate that. Like I'd be like, man, somebody probably saw that I liked stuff.
Right, and we're not. And our motto is don't let social media become a hindrance or anything in a relationship. Like if it gets to a point where it's social media or your relationship, pick a relationship. But at the same time, we on the same page. Like, man, we just be on social media. Like it's not that serious to us. Like if most of my stuff, to be honest, is sports related because that's what I like. So most of the posts I see are sports related. Most of her stuff is beauty, food, baby, because that's the stuff she engages with. So that's how I can tell. Like sometimes and it's funny because like I'll look at my friend's phone and I'll go to the explore page just to see what they into, because it'll tell you, because it'll show what they liked or show posts like they liked. So you can tell so much about somebody. So yeah, I agree. I just don't think it's cool to see a married man or woman liking certain types of pictures.
Right. It's just unbecoming of it.
Right. Even if it's okay in your relationship, because it's public, it becomes everybody else's business.
And like, that is the problem that we forget.
That's what people don't realize. It's not.
You put it on social media, it's for everybody.
It's your business, but once you do it, like anybody that follows you,
can see it.
Can see it, and people can form conclusions.
And then people can talk, and they have that right to talk because they saw it. Yeah. Like it's not like you're lying to me. No, we saw it. Like,
I think specifically. Like you said, for our spiritual leaders, we don't want to see that. I don't want to see my.
I don't either. I don't. Everybody has a standard.
I'm not saying they're not gonna watch it because, like I said, it's everywhere. People, your friends sharing it, this person sharing it. Yeah. But come on, man.
But don't
engage. Don't be putting the eyes.
Don't just not care.
Emojis,
like you just don't care at that point.
Hearts. No.
Y'all doing too much.
No. I don't want to see that. Not from past.
I don't want to see that from married men either.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Married women either.
Now, some of it, like, if it makes sense, I understand. For example, if a woman is on the beach in a bikini picture, that makes sense. Yeah. If she's just sitting at home
with a bikini on, like,
why? There's no saying. Or like
that's a
if it's like a
thirst trap.
If it's like a fitness thing or something like that, that makes sense. But some of this stuff is just thirst traps, man.
And y'all falling for it.
Every
you
time.
Gotta stop.
And looking stupid. But anyway, moving on. I saw this video. You probably didn't see it because you don't watch sports. But you might have seen it because you like Ayesha Curry. But she posted that video of she went to the refrigerator to get a juice. And Steph Curry had put the empty container back in the refrigerator. And she took it out, that. Walked it over to him, and it was like, why'd you put this back in? But the moral of the story is, and I'm going to put the video, the moral of this story is, all men do the same stuff.
They literally do. It don't matter how much you got, money you got. Men are men.
Like, men gonna do it's some stuff that's just we just do it.
Embedded in y'all.
Like I do that sometimes. And I don't know why.
There literally was yesterday. There's this much juice in it in the container,
and I put it back.
And I was like, who put that? Like, why would he put it? And I don't know if it's him or if it's the little men.
I can't explain it
because all boys, all males are the same.
I just do it, and I don't know why. But it just goes to show you that. Across the spectrum, rich, poor, best shooter all time, could have, high school superstar, whatever.
Young and old, hell.
We do the same type of stuff. Like, and I guess my bigger point was, and that's something that we learned from the book we're reading by Axel Martin's Dope People, is that we have to stop looking at like mistakes as transgressions. Like we have to be able to distinguish between the two. Like clearly Steph Curry did not put that juice back in there to make Ayesha Curry upset. Yeah. But if she saw it like that, that could lead to this whole argument that didn't have to happen.
Instead of something that was
but she
funny.
Just realized that, this is funny. My husband do dumb stuff. Yeah. Wow.
It's probably just a habit, honestly.
Probably just a habit. But I think it's funny that it was cranberry juice. Like that whole cranberry ocean spray stuff really got popular because of TikTok. Like
really?
Like somebody had put a TikTok of all like the.
But they have all the different kind, and they were really delicious.
They were, like, sold out because of.
Yeah, they have. I wanted to try the watermelon. I always usually get the apple. The cran apple. But there's a bunch of
cran apple good.
Cran strawberry is delicious too.
It's so crazy that cranberry can go with so much stuff.
I know, and we never thought because we can't stand. I can't stand cranberry by itself.
Yeah.
Like it's just tangy in my throat.
I like the cranberry, the dried cranberries we got. Those are good.
Oh, you talking about
the dried cranberries?
Craisins.
No, this is literally just cranberries.
It's called craisins, babe.
Oh,
you get it? Because raisins are dried grapes, so craisins are dried cranberries. It literally says craisins.
Oh, I didn't.
No, a lot of people don't know that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I know that from working with kids and giving them that, but a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
And I'm like, it's craisins. They be like, what are craisins? I'm like, cranberries, dried.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they are delicious. Mm-hmm.
Right. So look, really but I guess the bigger topic of this episode, kind of jumping back to the first topic, is like how to operate and protect your marriage. Like the image of your marriage is not, I don't know how to say it. It's not like it's the most important thing, but it is important. It is important how people look and perceive you. Like if it's just one or two people saying stuff, let them talk. But if a whole group of people saying this about you, maybe you should, look at what's going on or how it's been perceived.
Yeah.
Like for example, if somebody was all the people in the world was like, man, Dominique look unhappy in her marriage, or she looks stressed or depressed, maybe I should look at it and be like,
and not be ugly, but like I mean negative. Like that's not true.
I know sometimes we say it don't matter what other people think as long as we know we good, but I think sometimes if everybody's saying the same thing, it's okay to take a step back and analyze what's going on.
Yeah, because you should be doing that periodically anyway.
Right.
Analyzing your relationship. You should be doing that.
Daily check-ins.
And some people don't. Weekly we forget. We forget. Like, because it's so easy to get caught up in life, and we forget to check our relationship. Like, are we good? Like,
right. And I'm not saying you do stuff for social media or whatever, but sometimes it's important what you put out there. Like, you can really. Even if you're not an influencer, even if you're not somebody who doing podcasts or content, the stuff that you say could easily influence somebody else's entire idea about a relationship or a marriage. Like, you don't even realize it. Like, if, for example, even if me and Dominique never did this stuff we're doing. Yeah. If I was always on social media talking about, man, I hate my wife. I hate being married. I hate this. I hate this.
I would be shameless for it. I'd be pissed off.
Who would take that and then be like, see, this is why I ain't get married.
Y'all have to get me out of jail.
This why, because that's what people are always looking for.
People love why they don't do right. Why they don't want to get married.
Why I don't want to get married. This is why
that's
I don't
want to go to church.
This is why I don't want to save money. This is why I don't want to support black business. So people are always looking for a reason not to do something. Yeah. And you just don't want to be that.
You don't want to give them a reason.
Why?
Yeah. But this is a word. I just wanted to say that must have been God putting that on your heart, because that was like literally talking about like how basically you have a platform no matter who you are.
Yeah.
Your life is a platform. I've been thinking about that, and I've been wanting to say that. I like posted on social media, but I haven't. But I've been thinking about that for like a week now. Like it don't matter if you got 1, 10, 100, 10,000. You have a platform.
Whether it's through social media, whether it's on your job, whether it's with your kids, whether it's with the people you interact with, your
life is a platform.
Your life is going to speak for itself.
Yes, it's literally a platform.
So if you go into work and you're the person that nobody want to work with, that
shows a lot.
You are, you know what I'm saying, influencing other people's lives.
Mm-hmm. And as Christians, I mean, that's why I say you want to be this, you want to be an evangelist. People always like, oh yeah, I want to spread the gospel. You could do that on your job. You could do that everywhere, you know?
Right.
You could do that in the stores. I knew a lot of pastors and ministers who would do that at stores, like,
right.
And it was like a lot of people do that.
And that's why we're, we kind of, I don't want to say careful, but just like Erica was
we're
saying,
mindful.
We're mindful of stuff that we do because of what
it's important.
It's like, I know that I'm married.
And everybody has a standard. We have a standard to hold our marriage
So I know
together.
that I'm married. So it's certain stuff I'm not going to do or entertain in public, even though it's maybe not a big deal.
Right.
Like, for example, people always be like, and we live in South Louisiana, so it's full of beautiful women. Like, it just is.
It just
this
is.
area, like South Louisiana, the whole I-10 quarter is full of beautiful women.
Yeah.
So it's some guys who literally have to comment on every single woman they see. And I'm just not, I be telling them I don't see it. Like somebody be like, you see old girl? Nope, I'm blind. And I'm not trying to be like funny or whatever. It's just the fact that I'm married. So
I don't want to see her.
I'm going to set a standard that I'm not even on that. So hopefully, eventually, you stop asking me, do I see such and such walking by? Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I want to explain that, okay? Because some people be like, how can you do that? But like I did that with JT, like before we were dating, and I had another boyfriend, and somebody showed me JT, I was like, I'm not going to look at him like that.
This is a terrible example.
No, it's not, because it really happened.
Sitting in bed next to each other, and you're trying to say, "Here's an example of me ignoring somebody."
I did ignore you, but God was like, "Did I tell you to do that?" No, and so He brought you back around, and that's when I saw you for real the first time. No, because remember you kept history of examples. No, y'all, because Dominic
just made an example. She was about to say, "Look, guys, look, this is
I didn't look at him like that. I didn't."
And how you ignore him.
I said he dressed nice.
He's sitting in bed right next to me.
I ignored him. Basically, I never looked at him sexually or like see how he looked.
Have 2 kids.
And then I saw him single, and I was single. Then I looked at him like that.
So your message, you shouldn't have used that example. You should have said,
that's the perfect example.
Not, I waited. You would have had a better example saying, this is a way that you can wait for somebody to be single. Like, you ain't got to be a homewrecker or something like that.
Yeah, but this also was, I literally turned that off. I turned that look at his sex appeal or whatever off. And I literally did not look at you in the face. That day, I did not look at you. I looked at your pants, and I said he dressed nice.
Whoa, what? What? This is getting worse by the minute.
I'm serious.
You didn't look at my face.
I said I'm not gonna do that. That's my friend. I'm not gonna look at her because I didn't really get introduced to you.
Pants. I went straight.
No, because like I looked straight past you. When I looked at you, I looked past you because I didn't want to look you in the eye. I didn't want to look you in the face.
I feel like that's respect. Like that, no. As a guy, that's what I try to do.
But Jonathan, I looked at you, but I looked past you. But it looked like I was looking at you, and I wasn't.
My thing is this. So when I look at a woman, I don't look at nothing but her face. I don't want to say I was looking at nothing.
Well, that's different.
I don't look at her hair.
For me, I'm not like I'm not like a sex appeal person. I'm not looking at a boy body. Oh, like yeah.
This is a terrible episode for you. It's like these examples are just going.
I'm trying to explain that I turned it off. Like I turned my lustful eyes off.
I don't even know how we got here. I don't even know.
But then I turned him back on because he was single. And I was single.
So now you tell people to be lustful when they single?
No, but you can look at people's body. I mean, come on.
Oh, this is getting terrible.
No, I don't mean like that, guys. I don't mean like that. I mean like you can look at people and look at all of them. Like,
okay, that makes sense.
Look at,
I guess I don't
like
know.
Look at all of them. Like look at I kind of like them. You know, they're kind of cute. You know.
But yeah, to be 100% though. Obviously, and I always tell deuces, they be like nothing wrong with looking. And
why you gotta lust?
Like, my thing is, obviously, if somebody walks by, I'm gonna see them. Yeah. But my thing is to actually engage in a conversation about them is where I draw the line.
And be like, yeah, oh yeah, she fine.
Because now it's just not looking. Now we are literally lusting at this girl or woman, whoever it is.
Yeah.
And like my dad always told me, he was like, if you can't operate around beautiful women, you will never be successful. He always said if you can't control yourself around women and your desires around women, you won't be successful because there's women all over this world. Yeah. Beautiful women. And every city you go to, there's fine women. It's nowhere in the world you can go hide. You can go here. You can't. You're
so a woman gonna be there.
Women. So as a man, if you can't control your desires, you will never be successful. Yep. Even if you get success and money, it's gonna fall apart because your character is not good enough. Like you gonna have issues here, women there, because you can't control yourself. Yep. No discipline. No. You lack the ability to just say, okay, yeah, such and such is beautiful, but I'm good. I'm not gonna sit here and like literally drool over this person. Like, I don't know. Some dudes get it, some dudes don't.
Yeah.
And that's why I surround myself with dudes who get it. Yeah. Right. That's my biggest pet peeve is talking to a married dude and they always talk about another woman. Like that's just a pet peeve of mine.
All right, you
like respect your wife, bro. Like, come on. I'm not even trying to be a simp or none of that. I'm just saying.
I also respect your wife and respect your friends who are married. Like, dang.
Right, but my thing is, I'm not trying to be like one of those simps who, do everything for women. I'm like, for real, bro. Come on. Like, if it's like one girl or something like that, I'll let it slide. Like, you just be like, oh, that's such a beautiful body. Everybody that walk by, you gotta comment on, yeah. Or every girl that you see,
come on, bro.
Come on, man. Like, I get tired of that. Like, I'm trying to do right, and you're not helping. You trying to make me
see
go down
now I can be a friend.
Right. Hey, come on. Yeah, I mean, we said a lot, but the whole point of this was to say that it is important how you carry yourself, the character, how it translates to relationship, parenthood, like all that's important. Your platform, everybody has a platform, and it starts with your life. Yeah. Everybody you interact with, you're gonna either make their day better, worse, or nothing's gonna change. Mm-hmm. So you are an influencer. You are somebody. Mm-hmm. I don't want nobody to think like, oh, I'm nobody, or I'm this or that.
Because that's not true.
You are somebody, and everybody you interact with in life, you go either change your life for the better, not change it at all, make it worse. So that's why everybody I talk to, hey, I'll be polite, try to compliment it, not take it too far, try to be a positive part of somebody's day. And I'm telling you, that's how you get favor. That's how you get blessings. Like, just being nice to people. Like,
day to day. Yeah.
You know how many times I spoke to somebody, for example, like just going to a doctor's office and they taking forever. Still being polite. You know what I'm saying? Still being this. And now next time I come back, they squeeze me in earlier. Right. Just because I was polite. Yep. Just because I was nice. Just because,
that's literally how the lady is at the doctor's office. Like, she is so, like, she knows all of our kids. Like, she knows all of our kids. And I think it's because, like, I call her by her name. Like, right. Like, I say, Miss such and such. Like, hey.
And, like she printing out stuff for me. I can ask for stuff because we have established a relationship.
Yeah, she comes out and meet me to bring me things.
You like, you just something.
You're just a worker. Yeah, like I see you, basically. Yeah,
I respect everybody from top to bottom to top. Like,
everyone's a person.
Everybody, we all just ordinary people, and we all have the power to be impactful in somebody's life.
Yep.
And that's the whole point of living.
And that's free.
Free.
And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. I just wanted to say that.
Cool. And so look, let's go to our favorite. I don't know why she brought that up. Let's go to our favorite. Our favorite time of the podcast, and that's I love you, but I don't care. Now, this week, obviously I'm talking about sports, but I have to read this to you because you're going to care about this. And you should be able to see God in this, even though you probably don't care about basketball, right? So I'm just going to show you this picture, right, of this guy, right? He played with Kevin Durant's team, and they went to trade for James Harden a few weeks ago. The big trade. A part of being traded in professional sports is that you have to have a physical at your new team before they sign you to make sure everything's good. Because he got traded, he had his physical, which he never would have had. They found out he had cancer in his kidney. This guy, a perfectly healthy athlete.
Oh, my God.
And because of that, he had surgery today and went well, and now they have treated his left kidney. He's expected to make a full recovery. But that's only because they caught it because of that physical.
Wow. Look at
so
God.
If he never would have got traded,
wow,
this dude would have been sitting up playing basketball full of kidney cancer.
And then die.
And could have died,
had to go through
his
chemo,
career would have ended.
All kind of stuff.
Yeah, like he may have lived, but he wouldn't have been able to be a professional athlete.
Yeah, wow.
But because he got,
and that's a perfect example. Also, he could have not wanted to be traded. That's a perfect example of God turning.
And that's why I always tell
everything's
people,
for things for good.
That's why I always tell people some stuff in life. We gonna make choices and we have free will and all that. But some stuff is really gonna be God ordained. Like some stuff really is gonna be. And I'm sure he gonna tell people the same thing. He probably didn't want to leave Kevin Durant. Kyrie Irving.
Who does?
Who wants to be traded? Like that's we don't even want to move to a new house. Like we want a new house, but we are dreading having to pack up and
move everything.
So imagine having to pack up and move across the country and be ready to play basketball for that team the next day. And then you go get the physical, find out you got basically kidney cancer, and you have to have surgery ASAP.
Yeah.
And I just like that story kind of stuck with me because I'm like, man, sometimes stuff is really just God's plan.
Yeah. And it is, and you got to know and be steadfast in knowing that it is the right plan. And even if you might not like it at that moment,
we might not.
It has a purpose. Yeah, it has a purpose.
So that was my little sports moment.
Well, that was good because I was like, what could he possibly show me about basketball that I'm gonna be like, wow, that was God? Because what could he possibly? I thought he was about to show me a basketball clip or something and be like, see. He crossed this. That was God. That was nobody but God. Can't nobody. No. No. I've literally only been watching hair videos, and I'm just so excited to go do my hair tomorrow.
I'm excited for you to do your hair too, because you guys don't realize the confidence and I don't even know the word. The It's like, remember in December when we were supposed to get
a song.
Our
superpowers?
December.
Yeah.
I feel like black women, when they get their hair done, they walk out of salons with superpowers.
They do. It's called confidence. And
I don't know what it's called, but it's just.
That's when Mary Had a Little Lamb.
That's the second time that you have stolen this man's copyrighted.
Who made that?
That is where the money resides. That's his trademark.
Well, okay, I'm not trying to make money off of it.
We are definitely monetizing this podcast.
Oh, and that's on. Let me think of another one. That's on Jack and Jill and Went Up There. And that's on the Pail of Water.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right. So you like when I do my hair?
I love it. I just love. I wish. I don't know how to explain it. It's like the confidence you have then. I don't know why you just don't have it all the time. Like that you are that
because
person.
Everybody do that. Everybody does that. Like even if you do have confidence, you have more when you do your hair. Like
I don't. If I get a haircut that's crispy, I just be like, yeah.
You're a boy. You're boring. Like it's like programmed in your freaking like human nature to be like, I know, and just playing like that. Everybody's like, JT's. I never know when JT's serious. I'm like, I know. Like, he's literally sarcastic as I'm like, that's just him. They'd be like, he just be like, I know. I'd be like, is he serious? I'm like, that's his special. That's his superpower.
It really is. Like, it's just a power of not get. I don't even know what it's called.
Like, he shows no emotion.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, well, that's it. Another week, another episode.
We're gonna be.
You know what
busy.
I'm about to start doing?
What?
I'm gonna keep posting some of my older clips from like older. YouTube
I think that
videos.
was fun that you were doing. That was hilarious. I'm hilarious. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna start posting them.
I'm hilarious, y'all. Like, I keep telling people that I'm funny.
2 years of videos. Like, we was on YouTube way before.
Way before. I told somebody that the other day. I think when I was doing an interview, and I was like, I guess I'm like, oh snap, we was actually ahead of the game. Honestly, right. Like, who knew this would have happened?
Right. God knew.
Like,
good night.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. Good night, y'all.
All right. Good night, guys.